G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge. There being a negative sign on the bridge, that does not look like a promising start for Lisbon. But I guess let's jump in there and do it. Okay, unzoned houses and destinations going to be anywhere. That is always fun because it means that you don't really have hubs of houses. They just sort of spread out. Speed limits decreased on bridges. Interesting. Start with 3 motorways. Okay. Well, we're in the very slow start of this one, so I sometimes will just use this as story time, and I will take this opportunity to say that this week on Humble Bundle, this isn't an advertisement, this is just a story of something that happened this week. They've put out a VR bundle, and I had a look at all the different games that were in that bundle, and I was like, this Wanderer game looks interesting. Nothing else really is selling me. Bundle is going to cost me $26. Wanderer would cost me $56. If those prices sound high to you, it's could be because I'm Australian and our prices are a little bit higher than the American prices. It's a painful positioning right there. Well, Blue's got the better position, so I'm going to give Blue. Like, we may as well just let Blue have a better setup there. Yellow's already bad, so just embrace it. And I went, well, yeah, the pack is half the price of Wanderer on its own. It looks interesting. I've never heard of it before. I will give it a go. And I'm going to say now, how is this game not more talked about? Wanderer on VR, if you have a VR headset and you haven't checked out Wanderer, give it a look in. Go get the pack off Humble Bundle for half the cost of the game on its own. Just pick up the other games anyway. I was almost tempted to make a video about it. When I did my voting for Game of the Year last year, I didn't play any 2022 games, so Moss 2 got my nomination just because it was on my wish list. Hands down, Wanderer would have been my VR Game of the Year for last year now. The way that it tells its story is very neat. It's a time travel story. And the other feature that it has that I am blown away with has terrible positioning. Oh, this map is going to go badly. Oh. I mean, at least that going circular so quickly means that we should get a whole bunch of pink houses. I mean, they're going to be in nonsense places, but we're going to get a lot of them. The one thing that's really neat in Wanderer that I don't feel like I'd seen before is you sort of, with your time traveling, you always go back to the same one place to sort of as your home base. If you put something down in that home base, the thing that you put there stays there. Things don't reset to where the game originally had them in the house. If you pick up a hammer and go like, well, you know what? I might need this later, so I'm just going to dump it in the kitchen. It will stay in the kitchen. There are plates in the kitchen, and I was like, this is messy, so I stacked the plates, and every time I travel back there, whether I've quit and for the night and saved it, it will come back and those plates are still stacked every single day. And it's really funny how insanely cool that is. That I picked up rubbish and put it away because I was like, well, I don't want. I'm living in this apartment now. This is just not right. Fingers crossed this blue house, blue square there because this thing. Anyway, that's the end of my rant. If you have a VR headset, check out Wanderer. If you don't have a VR headset, I actually think that Wanderer becomes the third game behind Alex and Beat Saber that are the must-play games on VR. Alright, now with that unpaid promotion for Wanderer out of the way, let's see what we've got here. Now this map I think is only going to get worse. The fact that we already have a circular pink guy on a double destination is, and one of his 2 entrances is already blocked off. Our life is we're not long for this world. So The idea of just having houses scattered anywhere is really fun, and in the way that it will like build out. The problem that I think I have here is that these three guys are just crammed together. Even if yellow here was facing downward, would possibly make this a bit better. Blue houses in this area, even if I could get, say, this pink house here to turn up, and he could take this gap and cut across there, would be great. But I mean, there's no way I could do that without cutting off yellow's connection. More of a pink hub up there. I think we want to point them up because we could possibly get a set of 9 that way, but we're not going to get it this yellow guy. I mean, we're not going to get it anyway because of the random placements at this level. The other thing it means we're going to lose is we're going to lose those little sort of like pockets of houses that we can, like, of like 6 or 7 houses that we can send across. Oh, everything about this level looks like I am going to get absolutely massacred here. The other thing, I guess, that was in the gaming news this week was that Dinosaur Polo Club obviously had their lawsuit against All Quiet Roads. That looks like it was more just a miscommunication between Dinosaur Polo Club and their lawyers for what it sort of meant. But it did get sorted out, so AQR will continue to live. I gotta say, bravo to the real civil engineer for bringing attention to it to a point that I think it actually got addressed, because it was a few weeks between when sort of he announced that it was ending. Nothing really happened, and then RCE made his video about it, and I think within like 48 hours it was solved. So that is really nice, sort of, I guess, using your platform for good. Can't even sneak across the top. Oh, boo. Ah. Oh. Alright. Alright, take it easy. Alright. I guess let's try and sneak a roundabout in there. Let's do that, I suppose. 2 houses. Don't go spending all those people at once. Green guy here. Green guy here. Nope. I don't even have another bridge. What I really need, I guess, is just a green little hub of it. We'll go 2 guys. I'm gonna shoot low here. I can't. That doesn't work. Okay, so get rid of that. These 2 guys here, congratulations, you've got the job, and you're gonna be thrown over to that side. We also just got to experience a guy moving on a bridge and how slow it is. Alright, so we got at least 1 green guy in the vicinity. This guy that's blue on the left, he needs attention. Yeah, we don't really even have that many houses. Like, we've got two circular blues, and we have 9 houses? Alright, there's at least finally a win. But you have 2 guys here that can actually get very close to where they actually need to go to. Oh, we are so dead. We're only at 500 people. This guy here, I have not updated his setup, and he's floundering, so now that we're actually open to the whole map, there are so many, like, there's so much distance that everyone can go. This level is rough. It's a journey that little guy gets to go on to, and you can see both of his guys have already left home. Like, he's needed. Is this guy just here? I suppose I've got 3 bridges now. So again, he's just like a little extra something. Oh man. Okay. Well, these 2 guys here, let's say that they're close enough to him that this guy doesn't need more support yet. So that leaves us with 1 motorway. That's as good as we can offer you. What's our goal here? 1,500? I'm gonna swing him the other way. He's already a dud. Let's give him in that end, just so he stays away from the motorway and doesn't slow them down. Well, this guy's gone circular. So our 6 houses horrifically spaced to up their game. Alright. Yeah, turning it on now. So we've got these 2 guys here. Possibly what I could do is switch them straight, and they could take care of this 1 red guy. I feel like it's worth doing. It means he gets 1 really close house, and then 1 sort of a bit further away, obviously. But what it means is that everyone else now just has to worry about that 1 busier guy. I think that this orange-red on the left here, he could survive even circular with that 1 house as close as he is for a while. So we'll see how he goes. I've at least had some decent luck in getting motorways on this one, so that's definitely keeping us afloat. The other thing about this level, though, is that because the houses are just landing anywhere, it means that there's a sort of not that much room for destinations to show up. Wow, okay. Well, at least that guy's covered. He'll be right. Okay. This guy on his one house up here could actually be fine for that, looking after that new northern blue. It's blue on the right here. Also, I just noticed that that green's gone circular too. He only has 2 houses looking after him. Alright, we've just slotted a yellow destination in here. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that guy can go there at least. That's not too bad a one. Where are you guys going to? You're going over there. Right, so we do have some green, extra green. So let's swoop this guy around the bottom too. Let's give him them 4. Them 4, yep. The way I chose to phrase that sentence. Do that, we'll break that. So those 3 guys aren't getting in his way. It's a really nice placement for this guy. Just can't get to him. Yeah, and that's really nice placement for this guy. He just... It's on the wrong side of Broadway. Well, what we can do is just jump him across. It's fine. It's the 3rd most important guy on this one. And we'll give them a traffic light to work with. Okay, so... We've got this yellow here that I want to actually send north. We're going to bounce that out so that that can clear and get these guys still attached that way. Let's see if we can... I don't think we can do anything to get this guy to cut through there. So obviously these 2 guys down here are still sharing. And because neither of them have an ideal setup, like there's no house, like say close to one of them. I don't think there's too much to do. Okay, we've got to address blue though. So 2 blue houses here. We have to separate, I think, these two guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. We actually can connect him to there. He will benefit from that. We're going to take motorway 7 and connect that there. The idea is this guy should be able to look after it with 1 house. Theory. In practice, obviously, he's early death. So what we're going to do is we're going to give that guy a quick support of a 2nd house, which our intention is that we can remove that soon. There's a blue house there, but again, he can't get over there. Can he? Or maybe he can. There we go. And you can see that guy's now clean. He'll be fine with what he's got there. Alright, that's an alright. Get that orange there. Well, we're past the 1500. I thought we were going to crash and burn out. Whoa, okay. Well, that changes everything. Let's get rid of that. Possibly that shift might be all we need here. In fact, the other change I'll make is I'm going to get rid of that. And he can back up that guy. So I don't think that guy with his 1 house here is possibly enough. But I don't think that that guy to his left needs 4 houses. There's yellows in the bottom left. I think they'll be right with that. Blue is still my... I think this blue in the middle here, our circular guy, I don't think he's got enough attention. Again, we've currently got... We're wasting 2 different motorways on him. And he's only yielding 4 houses from 2 motorways. And again, he's looking okay now. I mean, we've got, what, 4 blue houses, so that's not too bad. 5 yellows, 3 reds, 4 pinks. Sorry, 6 yellows. Again, painful that I can't get this guy here is absolutely stranded. Even if I let him cut over this this yellow here, he would have to then come down here, and we've also got yellow and orange cutting over each other up here, which means that we'd have possible problems. We continue to let him cut each way. Alright, this green here is starting to say, I need a little bit more help. So let's give him those 2 guys on their very slow road. Very slow road. In fact, I wonder if it'd be worth... yeah, let's get rid of that bridge. We might rebuild it for him. Give him a 3rd house. Okay, so the idea is that that's too slow. Can we speed it up if we drop under? Short bridge. Short bridge. I feel like I need at least 1 more orange house for this guy down here. Yeah, those 4 guys came to the rescue there. Hard to tell. Hard read on this guy. I reckon these sort of orange guys on the bottom left here I could use for him. Still getting motorways too. Oh. There's not a lot of houses here. There's obviously a lot of congestion, but... Whoa. What? Are you facing down, are you? 30. Okay, so... I think that could cause me a problem. We can fuck that guy up. These 2 guys are going up there, so this is only crossing a road that those 2 oranges are using. A lot of crossover down there, though. Definitely don't like it. But we just got to keep an eye on it. If we see any, like, road cars traveling too far from home, we'll make the adjustment, but... I feel like that green connection there has to be there. Orange still seems like he's going to cause us grief. This guy here, our central circular orange guy, he has also only got 2 houses. Again, he's got to go right there. That can't get connected in. Let that blue guy cut across. Well, I mean, that really means that these guys don't need anyone else further back, really. Okay. Green guy here is not happy. That is such a mess of a location to try and figure out how to approach this. Like, so he's steadily getting worse. So I think that what we've got to do is rip that up. Connect those two guys. We're going to break these connections. So those guys can go back to what they were doing. This guy's allowed to sort of stay in there. But we're going to need to just burn a bridge there. This guy... I mean, he's slow, obviously, to get around there, but... Alright. Because of how badly we're sitting, I think I need to get another two guys. But again, it's such a mess of a little area there. Suppose if I just accepted that this blue guy here can't be part of this guy's setup, then we disconnected that there. You can keep your horrible bridge, keep your horrible little motorway. We then need to give you two more guys, but we also, like, means we're gonna have to dump them, like, right there. And I mean, this is going to be a nightmare of an intersection that those guys are going to have to briefly navigate. Oh, we're slowly, maybe we're winning the battle. Alright, this guy up here, he needs attention too. So does this guy down here. So this guy down the bottom we were sort of starting to work on. This was our plan for you, was these three guys... That to there. One, two, three. Why are there so many pink houses connected to this? Is pink actually using them? It is. It means this guy's sort of heavily relying on stuff that's having to pass like through a pink neighborhood as well. Those guys are heading up there, so he's got several different sort of connections in this. Is anyone at home? These guys over here are at home. So, what if we did that? We reintroduce that share. This guy is winning the battle. It's looking ugly. He's winning it. It does mean that there are a lot of cars hitting this intersection now, but just as long as we're sort of pulling back our control over orange, it's okay. This blue here is not happy. Alright. Unsurprisingly, these guys are not happy with sharing. I think that might be our solution to that. We'll just separate those two again. See if they can cope long enough to have those four guys get someone home. Right there, we can also get attached. This pink here is unhappy. This orange down here is unhappy. I mean, it's orange just in general is now just losing its mind. Blue. 2 houses can I sort of send places? So, you guys are connected to that. 2 houses up there. I'm going to pull that to there. And pull that off there. So these 2 guys then switch to looking after this guy, because he's not gone circular. He doesn't need anywhere near as much attention. Okay, that's adjusted now. Hopefully those 2 reds will clean up a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. This guy here is not happy. Red neighborhoods, general. This needs to be a roundabout. Alright, let's see if we can fix that up so it actually looks like a roundabout. I think it should just be that. Okay. This blue here, still not happy. 2 blue guys side by side there. Send them to there. This orange guy here is still in urgent need of anyone. Is anyone orange available? Okay, these 2 guys. First time I feel like I've ever had to zoom in this game. Yeah, go away. Oh, let's do it the other way then. Game's at least been generous enough to give us 11 motorways. Okay, this guy here is still really unhappy. Like, so he's now worse off. Firstly, let's give that guy, should be facing much better. There's heaps of ink that can benefit this guy down here. 1 more house on helping out this red, but I feel like it's too late. The only thing we might have gone for us is the fact that their car's just sort of banked up there waiting to go. Oh, and I totally missed that pink guy that was slowly killing us. 5579. Where I was at about 550, I'm very happy with that end result. Let's have a look. How do we do? Top 5%, so obviously others did well. I feel like the randomness of that one could sort of really swing you either way there. 64th, nothing wrong with that. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, play Wanderer. Catch you later.